Great. We are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Hopefully my sound is working and y'all can hear me. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes before I jump into it. Happy new moon in Aquarius. All right, all right. So we'll see who joins tonight. But in the meantime, I do want to say I'm a little bit under the weather. So if my voice sounds wonky, I'm rocking the glasses, just a little under the weather today. So please bear with me. But I wanted to make sure that we did this new moon ritual because I know a lot of you guys depend on these, and it's a really exciting new moon. So quick update as to what's happening with this energy. And I do encourage you to look up astrologers, look up what's really happening in the sky. But basically, the Aquarius new moon, this energy, it's really about freedom, innovation, do things differently, march to the tune of your own drum, connect into that sense of self, really push the boundaries, like step into that authentic self, like your authenticity, for us to pay attention to our emotions, our feelings, see what's been going on for us to heal, really allow ourselves the time to heal. I chuckle as I say that. But anyway, um, release shame or feeling of being unworthy. We're going to touch on a question that's going to help us with that. But this new moon is really powerful for setting your intentions. And so we are going to focus on setting intentions today and help you embody the version of yourself that is ready to receive the manifestations/intentions that you're calling in. It's one of the reasons why for today's main video, I did Embodying Your Dream Life. I thought it would be a perfect video with this new moon energy for anybody who is able to watch it today. So you can check my channel and see that video there. You might experience a sudden shift, a sudden change, something happening out of the blue, ideally something like good coming to you, or you just have this drastic desire to do something. So just be on the lookout for that. And this is the time to welcome in deep healing, time for transmutation, sense of freedom, sense of self, time for upgrades, spiritual, mental, and emotional, like let's go, let's upgrade. And there's an abundance of creativity and innovative energy kind of floating around. So if you are feeling called to tap into something creatively or like bring something through, allow yourself to explore it with curiosity and, go down that journey. So that is everything I'm going to be explaining when it comes to the energy of this new moon. As I'm saying, please go find astrologers, like really get a deep dive as to what's happening. What's going on, guys? You probably you missed this when I said it before. I'm a little under the weather today, hence the glasses. I woke up with like an excruciating sore throat this morning. So my voice is what it is, and I apologize. But I will do my best. It's probably going to sound even more sultry. It's just quieter today. So, where do I go for my astrology forecast? Great question. I watched a bunch of different people on YouTube. You feel exhausted too. Okay, well, hopefully this Reiki energy will give you a boost. Send healing to both of us. Um, I really like Johnny, on astrology. Heather astrology is really good. She used to do moon forecast. She's kind of like switched her content recently, but I really like her work. Bracha Goldsmith is really cool. This other guy, Serious Joy Love, is really cool. The Leo King he's really knowledgeable. He is really, really good at astrology, I have to say. So he's a fun watch. I also like to see like what shorts come up. There's like a few people whose names I can't think of off the top. And then there's Evan on Instagram that I watch. I think this girl named May. Um, I watch her too on Instagram, but everybody like each astrologer kind of takes their own take on things. So yeah, Forever Consciousness is really, really good too. Yeah, I love her stuff. And Deborah Silverman is great. I haven't looked at her channel in a bit, but she does like daily forecasts for like the next day or two. I love her. So there's a lot of different people out there. Bracha talks more globally a lot of times, like what's happening like big scale. Leo King talks both. He talks globally as well. Any good tarot readers? Not off the top of my head, I have to say. I don't watch tarot reading videos. I just do my own tarot cards a lot of times. Or if I'm at a market, because I sell candles, I might like exchange with a reader in person. But I don't, if I come across any online, I'll definitely let you know, but they're not what I normally just do off the jump. Um, I really love the Light Seer deck. It's like a green and black box. I like it because it's way more modern. Oh, Gracie May Tarot on YouTube is a suggestion for you. The Rider-Waite deck is the deck if you're going to do tarot. Like study that. For me, the pictures of that deck are a little antiquated and like I just can't, it doesn't always speak to me. So I like the Light Seers deck, but that's just my preference. Besides, you accurate tarot for me. Cool. All right, cool. So that is what I'm going to share when it comes to the energy. Now let's move into cleansing our own energy and the energy of the room. So I'm going to just grab some sage. I'm kidding. I'm grabbing Palo Santo. My sage bundle is like it stays lit for way too long. It's like a fire hazard. Okay, as we cleanse our energy, I'm just going to read to you guys something that I wrote. Once this Palo Santo stick lights up. This is one of my tester candles from way back when. I had a line that was like affirmations. This one has a very peppermint smell. Okay. I clear my aura of all energy that is not in my highest and greatest good. I let go of anything I am holding on to that is no longer serving me. I ask loving, healing, supporting, and uplifting energy to fill my aura. I am open to receiving blessings. I am open to a miracle healing. I am open to all that is meant for me. I am light. I am love. I am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're now going to move into cleansing the energy of the room. I totally forgot to mention when you cleanse energy, please get the palms of your hands, the bottoms of your feet. If you can't burn anything, you can imagine white light coming in. So even right now, you can imagine white light coming into the room. So I'm going to stay seated, but you're welcome to get up and walk around. I clear the space of dense and unsupportive energy. I ask the space to be filled with light, loving, high vibe energy. I ask the space to support me. I'm free to be honest with myself in this space. I ask the space to be filled with so much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Palo Santo stick. Put out my candle. Okay. We're now going to hop into our journal questions for tonight. And I'm sorry if I'm like flowing through this really fast. I'm just sorry. I just want to read where do I get my Palo Santo? Not all of them smell the same. Great question. So I get mine from World Incense Store on Etsy, but it's also because I make one, they're, what's the word I'm looking for? They're very conscientious of the Palo Santo that they're getting. So it's like ethically sourced. That's what I'm looking for. And I also make Palo Santo selenite bundles that I sell at markets and online on my shop. So I'm getting them in bulk a lot of times. I'm getting like a pound, 2 pounds. So I use that. But yes, I do sell my own Palo Santo. I get it from World Incense Store. They are on Etsy. Actually, it is just an Etsy shop, but like they have their own um like web domain name. It's like World Incense Store, and they ship from Florida. So yeah, I sell two Palo Santo sticks and a selenite stick with like a little flower. And I created those for my wedding. So if anybody ever wants like a custom made bundle, I can make you a custom made bundle for your event, just so you know. I like to like make a lot of stuff. Um, okay, let's jump into these questions. And I'm sorry, some of them are heavy. I don't know about you. I'm like kind of exhausted from doing self-growth work right now, but you know what? We can always do a little bit more. Oops. Okay. So our first question is going to be, because of this, because of the self-worth, because of the shame, I want us to dive into it. I want us to really get clear on how we're feeling and when we're feeling it, and is it necessarily real in a way? And so yeah, past wounds opening up and bubbling to the surface. This is a time where that might be happening because of the energy, especially planet-wise. Like we are entering a time period where deep healing is happening right now. So like I'm learning and not learning, but like being encouraged to, instead of resist it and meet it with force, like truly just allow it and like surrender and move through it in a different way. So our first question is going to be, in what ways do you experience or feel low self-worth and shame? And with this, like if you don't have anything that really pops up into your mind, like I know this question, I'm going to throw it in the chat. I know this question is such a heavy, deep question. You can think of memories that continuously pop into your head that you're shameful of, or like shame, I also think of as like embarrassment, like things that you were embarrassed about. And then you can also think about it from like, how are you encountering low self-worth and shame, or like, how is it being reflected in your everyday life? So we're going to take maybe 2 minutes. You know what? Let's take 2 minutes for this. I don't want us to get like really bogged down. I don't want us to feel really low with this question. So let's not dwell on it too long. Let me just share my audio with you. Yeah, or being scolded at or constantly criticized by a parent as a child. Yeah, same thing. Like all those things that really like bring down your self-worth, that made you just feel little and like not like you're worthy, you know? Okay, so I'm going to share my computer audio and let's take 2 minutes. Great, all right. So feeling annoying or burdens when I tried too hard because I got ignored and I had a mental breakdown. Yeah, I'm sorry that you had to experience that. But we're here to acknowledge you for sure. And you're not annoying. Um, it's ironic for me. Using my voice is actually more challenging than you guys even know. I actually get sore throats quite often. And with this question, it was just bringing back that idea of like being shy when it comes to self-expression or talking and like being scared of saying the wrong thing. When I'm not giving more value that I'm taking, overcoming the scary thought that what the person you already are is enough. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that too. Um, I understand that a lot. Thank you both for sharing with me. So we're going to move on to our next question, and it is going to be, what healing would you benefit from most right now? And so, like, when I send you the Reiki tonight, like, I'm gonna be on another level. Like, I'm gonna not try, but like, my intention tonight is to bring forth the most ultimate miracle healing of ever. Like, you would never need to receive Reiki from me ever again after this healing. Like, that's what I genuinely want. So with what's happening right now, I just want you to think of what healing would you benefit from most right now. You could think of all the different things that you want healing with in your life, whether it be relationships, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Like, there's no limit at all. So we're going to take 2 minutes for this. I want this one to be quick as well. Um, what healing would you benefit from most right now? And let me find us a 2-minute song. And let's go. I hope that question helped you get clear on the healing that you're looking for. And when we send Reiki later, we are going to think about this again. Um, Tom was saying, we're always constantly stretching to the ideal self and moving the goalposts further and further to avoid dealing with perfectionism that holds us back from doing what we really want to. Can you explain more on what you mean on that? Like, I think I understand it, but I don't know if I do. Hi, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Um, when you say that, I originally think of this idea and concept of like, we're always continuously growing and we're never going to stop growing or be at our end goal because every time we upgrade, like we're going to want to upgrade to something else. So like it's continuously like this endless journey that we're on. Um, but I'm like just trying to make sure I'm understanding correctly the avoid dealing with perfectionism that holds us back from doing what we really want to aspect. And I might also just be overthinking it. Like having to have it all figured out. Oh, yes. Yes. We want to have it all figured out before we start, but I will tell you guys this and anybody who looks past on my journey of just being on YouTube, um, it took me until this July to finally figure out a YouTube video and style that I enjoy making that people seem to really benefit from. And I wanted to get popular on YouTube back in like 2017. Like my channel's been around for however long, but I was doing things that weren't always all, not like they weren't authentic. Like I'm a health coach, I became a fitness coach. I love health and wellness and food so much and fitness, but my like there's something else in the spirituality that is definitely different. And it took me going through that whole journey over all of these years and trying different things and like doing stuff on Instagram and all this different stuff to really recognize what I don't like and what I do like and get me here. So it's like all I have to say is just start. Like, just start somewhere, but be open to the fact that where you start is not going to be where you're going to end. And like, you're just going to learn every single time. Like, I didn't know I'd make candles. Like, I just really genuinely like candles. And so I taught myself how to make them, So fearing failure and making a mistake, like, as long as you don't look at the failure as a failure and you just see it as a learning and an opportunity, like like the other reality is like half of these entrepreneurs and people that we see that are like truly successful have failures, like people genuinely don't know. Like they just take one step in front of the other and they just like are comfortable with not knowing. Like even if you ask the most successful whoever person, they don't know some things. Like they're taking risks or gambles. Like some things they do know, but like yeah, it's just a journey. Um yeah, people are way too attached to the failures. Yeah, like we give the failures too much emphasis and we're just like, well, I failed at this, so I can't do this. And it's like, well, what is the learning in the failure? Like in 2021, January 2021, I was doing 3 videos a week for a few months. I was doing a health video, a fitness video, and a spiritual video. I was doing weekly oracle card readings. And I learned like one, I'm burning myself out because I was working a full-time job. And two, it wasn't going anywhere. Like it wasn't doing anything. Um, and so I had to like step back and be like, you know what? I don't want to do this. So it's okay to change our minds. Yep, use it as a stepping stone and a bridge. Yes, completely. Can a cracked third eye be healed? I would say yes. Um, why, like physically cracked or like energetically cracked? Um, I think if is it energetically or physically? And then Lenata, am I saying that right? It's a very pretty name. Feeling like I don't have to explain myself because it's overwhelming, yet I want to have my voice being without being judged, no matter what I say. Calming fear or over explaining, just calming down. You don't have to explain. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying completely with calming the fear of over explaining, and just calming down. One of my suggestions is if you think in your mind or like set the intention that the words that you're saying are going to be received well, then I think that can help. Another thing I've learned is like, I no longer care to be understood. Like people, I don't need somebody to understand me anymore, so I don't feel the need to have to over explain. So if there's like something going on, especially when I used to work the 9 to 5, it's just like, no, like one, people don't always deserve an over explanation. We can have boundaries and we can like just share as much as we want to share. Um, and two, like the people that really get you, like you don't have to over explain to them necessarily. If you want to over explain because that's what you want to do, cool. But if you're, I think the question is like, are you over explaining because you're looking to receive something from that person in return? And then if that is it, then I think the question is like, well, what are you looking to receive from that? And what is another way for you to receive it? I don't know if that's helpful, but I hope so. Um, Good. I don't rely on that anymore. I focus on myself. Perfect. Okay, so okay, so if your third eye is cracking open, if it's cracked because it is opening, we want we want it open. But you can imagine like the chakra center, and you can imagine it being complete, it being open, clear, balanced, and aligned, it being a beautiful, like I like to think of like a swirling tornado. And you could do the violet color, purple, indigo color of it swirling in that center and it being open. You can also think of it as like a lotus flower that's blossomed open. Um, but yes, having our third eye open is definitely a great thing. Um, they chose not to talk to me anyway. Awesome. Um, okay. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of feedback tonight. I do hope that it's helpful. So let's move on to this next question because this is the new moon and we manifest with a new moon. I love manifesting. I love setting intentions. I love when they actually like come through and recognizing that they come through and getting the confirmations. So our next question is going to be, what are you manifesting right now? What are you manifesting? What are the intentions that you are setting? What is it that you desire in your life? What are you welcoming into it? There's nothing that is too big. Let's go. Let's dream. You can have it all. You can. You deserve it. You can. So we're going to take at least 3 minutes with this and focus on, we're going to focus on what we're manifesting. And then when we come back, Steen, I'm going to answer what you just said. Okay. So let's just take a moment, do this. We'll come back and I got you. The chat is popping tonight, and I absolutely love it. Okay, let me catch up a little bit if y'all don't mind, then we'll move on to the next question. So, um, okay, I did awake spiritual, spirit attached me, and after that I see blue noise. Cleanse your aura and chant and use protection mantra. Like, yeah, that's a really great suggestion that Tom gave you. I definitely second that. If you need suggestions on how to cleanse your aura, a few different ways. One is showering and imagining the water coming down you and washing away and fully cleansing your energy and taking everything with it into the drain. Another thing that I've done, and I did this when I was in a relationship that was not healthy, and the attachment between me and that person was like way too connected, and I needed to like get them out of my aura. So you can take a knife, like a steel knife, like a cutting knife, and like cut through your aura. If you do that, please be careful. Please do not cut yourself. Like, be mindful. You don't have to go to that extreme. You could just take your hands and this type of motion and like cut like this, like you're cutting your energy and you're clearing your field. One of the things with Reiki healing, and I teach this when I teach my workshops, I only allow light and love to be around me. And so there are instances where I'm home at night alone and I'm in bed and I hear something in my apartment, and I automatically imagine a flash of white light flowing throughout my entire apartment, every single nook and cranny, the whitest, brightest light that you could possibly think. And I set the intention that this white light is clearing out any energy that's not wanted or welcome here, and that only love and light is allowed to exist. So when you are cleansing your energy, I do encourage you to set the intention that only love and light is allowed to exist around you. Don't even worry about the darkness. Don't even be fearful of the darkness. It's just, I only allow love and light to be here with me. I only allow love and light to like be in my space. And that's just a few different tools you also can use, like sage, Palo Santo, energy clearing spray. There's many tools, and I do encourage people to cleanse their energy every day. Like, we encounter so much just by scrolling through social media, going outside, people that we talk to, the encounters that we have. Like, we can use the energy cleanse every single day. There's no such thing, in my opinion, as cleansing too much. So hopefully that would be helpful. The Om is extremely powerful for sure. And I am healthy. I am healed. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Peace of mind and clarity. Let's go. I'm manifesting to work because I want to, not because I have to, and share that gift with others. Yes, I love that. Let's go. Let's do the work that we love. I've heard about rolling limes or lemons on your head. Okay, so and it clears karma. I haven't heard of that. The lime and lemons, but there is this technique that I've encountered, I experienced. I know people who do it here in Jersey. And you take an egg, and other people, y'all might be familiar with this practice. It goes beyond different cultures. So I don't know what it's called, and I don't know what your culture will call it, but you take an egg, a plain egg, and you roll, like, you have the person hold it, and I think like you roll it on their head, and you get their energy into this egg, you get their essence, and then you have a cup with water in it, and you break the egg, and then you read the egg in the water. And then that's what you just reminded me of. Nothing to do with clearing karma, but it is a way of reading somebody's energy and like what they're experiencing. You see, I geek out about this stuff. I think it's so cool. There's so many tools. There's so many tools, and you can't get it wrong. It's always just a question of like, what do you feel called to that's going to help you in this moment? And then you like might move beyond tools and like come back to them. But Steam, when I do Reiki tonight, I will also set an intention to help cleanse your aura. The other thing too, sorry, one more, selenite. Take a selenite wand. You can just hold it if you want to and ask that your aura be cleared and like imagine it being cleared. Or you can like move it through your body. You know what I mean? Like go around your body. That's another technique. There are so many. So hopefully that was hurtful. I'm from South Jersey. I've never heard of that. Okay, so you're in South Jersey. Here's what you're gonna do. Lunar Fair is kicking back up. It's gonna be happening probably April or May. They'll probably start out for lunar fair. So it's like the women who run it, their mom, they're called Noma's house. They're the one who do the egg reading. So most likely lunar fair will come to South Jersey, most likely Atlantic City at some point throughout the season. So think of like April till November. Like we were down there like August. I don't know. We have to see. I think they're even going to be going to another state this year. But anyway, check out when Lunar Fair is there. Look for Noma's house, and then they're the ones who do the egg reading, and it's really cool. Um, and I'll probably go down to the Atlantic City Lunar Fair again. We'll see. I've done it 2 years in a row. We'll see. I have selenite. Perfect. Thank you for the advice. I have living in darkness with party, wild party. Then against me, I had it awake. Got it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I am learning that the darkness doesn't have to be scary. Like the darkness is where everything is born and it's where we grow. So I don't allow myself to like believe in dark energies per se. And like if I'm living in love and only allowing love around me, then what darkness can consume me? You know what I mean? But like we do have dark times in our life where we have like voids and stuff like that. And I do think that we can learn to grow from the darkness. I don't know how much we have to be fearful of it. However, like set boundaries set boundaries with your energy, especially if you're an empath. Like just set boundaries. Um, yeah, stay away from the special guy. Agreed. All right. Let's go on to the next question. I hope this is as entertaining for you guys as it is for me because I love it. I love when we have a pop in the chat, so thank you. Our next question is going to be, who is the upgraded version of you in your manifestation? And we're gonna embody it. So if we think about it, like the current version of you with the beliefs that you have and what you're going through and what you're struggling with, would you still have all of those if you were the version of you in this manifestation that has everything that you want and that you desire and that you intend to? I'm not afraid of the darkness. Perfect. So let's think about who the upgraded version of you is in your manifested world. What kind of qualities do you have? What kind of person are you? Like, how do you operate? How do you go through life? How do you feel? We're going to take like 2 minutes for this question once I find a song. But you guys can start writing. I'll look for a song. hopefully that helped you get clear on the version of you. Yeah, I'll share with you guys some of the version of me, the upgraded version of me and my manifestation. Confident, generous, surrenders, trusts, responds more than just reacts, embodies like how my body physically feels. I get a lot of like physical feelings in my body, just like living. So taking a moment to see what's going on to respond rather than just allowing my body to lead me. Um, Loves deeper, is no longer scared. Understand that people can definitely like gain something from working with me and not be as shy as I normally am. And allow my sensitivity to show more. Got a little bit of pull a little bit of a guard up, but just be, more authentic and sensitive and open. Steve, okay, you're super empathic. You definitely can benefit from cleansing all the time, cleansing every day, cleanse your energy, your aura. Before it happened, I could see, hear, and smell the spirit, the room. It sounds like I heard a spirit saying people like me could exist. So I think there's like a heart blocking what I can see. It's a no good spirit. Yeah, that doesn't sound nice, at all. So I understand if that freaked you out for sure. Sounds like a jarring experience. But it sounds like, you are capable of touching into your psychic abilities. So I do think like you can develop them further and work with them. And there's definitely books that can help you with that. And there's definitely techniques that you can use. So I think that experience is like a cool opportunity to learn, like, okay, you have these things that are open now, clairaudience, clairvoyance, etc. Right? You said you were able to hear, see, and smell. So there's different clairs for all three of those. So I definitely think you could work with those and grow. Just whenever you are working with it, set the intention that you are only operating with love and you're only working with love. Um, all right, let's move on to our last. Sometimes it smells very bad. You can, yeah, I understand. I get smell too. Like sometimes I'll smell my grandpa or like other people. Um, So I understand that ability. Sometimes I'll ask, like, who's here? And I'll see what answer I get. But my intention always, like every day, my intention is that I'm only allowed to work with love. Like, only love is allowed to be around me. And so with that intention, it's like I only allow love to be around me. So I don't open up a door for anything that's not going to be loving. So if I am going to like pick up on things, my expectation and intention is that it's only going to be loving. Um, get feels or tingles on my head. So yeah, so the clairs are really a really good place to start if you want to better understand the different clairs. I don't know how much you've dove into any of this, but just every day, like set that intention, like only love is allowed to exist around me. Only love is allowed to be here. And like just imagine yourself like in a bubble of white light. Like I promise you, it changes things. It changes how you walk in the world. It changes how you feel. It changes how you relate to other people. Um, okay. Our last question. You guys know we can't end working with the moon without talking to the moon. So our question is going to be to write to the new moon, making your intentions clear. Let's get as clear as day. Okay. Ask for support, see yourself upgrading into the new version of you, like whatever it is that you want to share with this moon. But remember, this is a new moon. This is an intention setting moon. This is a moon for us to help us upgrade and get where we want to go. Those types of things. So we're going to take like 3 minutes for this question because I want you to have time to talk to the moon. I'm going to find a song. I'm going to throw this in the chat. And yeah, I hope this helps. All right, all right. I hope you were able to get really clear and talk with the Aquarius new moon. Some amazing insight. You're Leandro? Oli Leandro. I hope I said that right. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really grateful that you like the videos. Um, this is the space where we talk openly about this stuff. Like, I think it's so cool for that person to be like, oh, you have a spirit close to you. And you're just like, yeah, it's my angels. Like, I want that kind of community. And that's what I really hope to create with you guys. Like, let's talk about the stuff that people get weirded out by. Like, let's talk about the things that people don't always want to go into or dive into because it is too much or it feels too scary or they don't understand what you're going through or like what it is. Like, I have the capacity and my goal is to be here to create that space and provide the safe container for you to feel like you can openly share because I'll never look at you weird. Um, at, there's certain things that I've experienced that I know I can't tell certain people. Um, Actually, I'll share with you guys this one. Yesterday, I was doing a Reiki session with somebody and I saw an orb, like clear as day. As I was doing the Reiki session, before, like as I was doing it, I felt the presence of, like somebody, like a loving, someone who had passed, like a loving family member, and things were coming through. And then later on, like I saw the orb. It was white, like a little blue ring down by my leg. I can't say that to everybody, but I feel like a lot of you guys who watch this may understand it. So, um, yeah, a dope space. Yeah, the color blue and sometimes random sparkle. It was like a white sparkle, like white silver with like a blue ring around it. It was really cool. It was really beautiful. So, yes, this is a safe space. Like I you guys, I sometimes I get some really beautiful comments from all of you and it's so wonderful. And I'm here for you to share with. Like, I know, like, we don't always have a support system in our life. I know we can't always express these things to people because they're going to think like we're crazy or we're funny or they don't understand. But like, I do genuinely understand. I understand more than you guys may even realize. So, yeah, I'm always here. I'm always here to be an open ear. And I just hope I keep creating content that helps you on your journey because my intention with all of my videos and my content is really to help you recognize the power within you and the power that you have to heal. And I want I want it to come from within. Like at the end of the day, it's really you doing the work for you to get you to the next place. And I spent years searching outside of me, trying to get answers from people outside of me. And it wasn't until I started listening to the inside of me that things really changed. And so I want to create content that helps you listen to the inside of you to get that change. Um, Tinfoil hat. Yes, tinfoil hat, tinfoil on the credit cards. I encountered that too. Okay, so now we're gonna hop into our Reiki session. Um, for those of you who don't know, because I never explain it in any of my other videos, Reiki is the energy healing modality in which energy is sent via the hands. I'm not the one doing the healing, I'm just channeling it through. So what is happening is that this Reiki energy is talking to your soul and the Reiki is going wherever you need it, emotionally, spiritually, physically. It can help with current emotions from past events. It can help with future goals. Um, I'll come back to that point in a second. What you might feel as I am sending the Reiki, and this is how you may know, like, so every time you receive the Reiki, it feels differently. But one of the reasons that you may feel really different when you watch my videos is because you're feeling the Reiki energy, which sometimes translates to tingling in the hands and feet, waves of energy coming over the body, colors, shapes, feeling cool sensations, feeling warm sensations, having thoughts pop into your mind, having emotions come up to the surface, feeling as if you're traveling to different places. You might start gulping hard, your stomach might gurgle. It's different every single time. It is different for every single person, but it feels like a much more calming, energetic blanket coming over you. So it's like meditation, but to the next level. So if you're watching any of my videos and you're experiencing any of those sensations, that is you feeling the Reiki energy in that moment. I find it's easiest to feel when I close my eyes, because for me, when you shut off a sense, the other senses become heightened. So I really like to close my eyes when I'm receiving Reiki, but you can do whatever you want to do. If you are struggling to feel it, I do recommend closing your eyes. Sometimes you also may not feel it. So don't think like, oh, because I didn't feel it, I'm not receiving it. It's all relative, okay? Every single time it's different. Yeah, welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. I can't believe you're in Sweden. It's so late. Um, so tonight, my intention is to send y'all the strongest healing of all time. Like, I am going to for sure ask all my guides to come through and really just set the intention to heal anybody on the deepest level. So I do invite you right now, two things. I invite you right now to think of anybody else that you would love to have them receive a deep healing that you think would be open to receiving this. If they're not open to receiving it, my intention is that it then be sent to the world. You can also think of anything in the world that you would like this healing to be sent to. Okay, so we're going to send it to you. We're going to send it to your loved ones that you think of. We're going to send it to anything in the world that you would like it to go to, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing with this Reiki session that I'm about to give you right now, I do invite you to think of your intentions and your manifestations and what it is that you want in the future. What is it that you're looking to bring in, right? What upgrades are you looking to have? To think of that. And my intention is to send Reiki for both of those things and then anything else that you're thinking about. So if there's something else that you really, really want, you don't have to share in the chat. You don't need to tell me any of this. If you're watching this on the replay, just bring it to your mind, okay? My intention is that this Reiki is sent to you, everything that everybody's thinking about, as well as everyone that is watching this. So I invite you now to do all of that. And you don't have to think about it as I'm sending the Reiki, set the intention now, think about it now, let it go, let it disappear, and just accept the healing. So on that note, you're welcome to sit down or lay down, but just get comfortable. If you do get cold, please put on a blanket so you warm up a little bit. And I'm going to start playing some music. I invite you to start taking some deep breaths and just allow yourself to get situated and comfortable. Sorry, there's a song I want to find. you can slowly start to come back to this moment, becoming aware of your body, gently wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe taking a quick stretch. And then whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to this moment. I do ask that you drink some water, especially after watching this video and receiving the Reiki healing. The water will help with the healing that you received. And if anything comes up to the surface, just remember that you did have Reiki healing. So just give yourself a little bit more TLC, tender love. If you guys enjoyed that quick Reiki session, I do offer one-on-one Reiki sessions as well. So you're welcome to book a session with me no matter where you are in the world. I even have like a quick quiz for you to see if a Reiki session is good for you. And in the quiz, you get a little discount code so you can save some money. But if you want to take your healing a step further, I do have those sessions, just so you know. I feel very relaxed. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. I also focused on cleansing your aura steam. So hopefully that'll help, and hopefully you'll like feel lighter if there is like something attached to you. I was asking to like let it go. While that was strong, I got chills. I felt chills going all over. Yay. Yeah, see, strong. I wanted it to be strong. Your citrine, amethyst, and labradorite. Beautiful. Um, yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I'm definitely here. For anybody watching this on the replay, I know this was a little bit more all over, but I love when you guys talk with me. It makes the live so much better for me. So like, thank you for everybody sharing and chatting it up and like being in the chat and being here tonight. I really appreciate all of you being here, like for real, because you may not notice because my voice doesn't sound that crazy, but like supposedly I'm struggling. My throat is bad. But we're here. I'm here. I wanted to make sure I was here for you guys. So um I wish it won't let me translate. Can anybody translate that for me? Hold on, I need to go. Let me just do Google Translate real quick. Like sometimes water by your love. Hello. Let me see. Um, Two questions on when did you first discover Reiki? Two, when is your birthday and how old are you? Just curious. Okay. So I actually was fortunate enough to have received energy healing when I was growing up. So I went to a few different holistic energy healers. I don't know if any of them were pure Reiki, but I'm talking about like 7 years old, 8 years old. So I grew up in that, but I decided to become a Reiki healer in 2019. I had searched for a Reiki teacher a few years before it, but I hadn't found the right one that was like the right price. And then I finally found a teacher who was vegan and she was a medium and she was local and the price was right. And I like just loved everything about her. So I received my degree. She taught level 1 and 2 together, which is what I do as well. And then she taught master. So I got both of my certifications from her. And she also teaches a more intuitive style of Reiki, which is what I teach as well. So not as strict from the book, definitely allowing your inner guidance to lead you. So I found it then. And more backstory on why I decided about Reiki. So I was a health coach in 2017, also doing fitness coaching in that time. And with my clients, I kept seeing that no matter, well, one, they were all having a really hard time like sticking to stuff. Making the changes was not easy for them. But I also really started to see that like it didn't matter what you ate or how often you exercised. Like if you were not energetically happy, it didn't matter. So I wanted to tackle the spiritual side of it and have that as like my third trifecta. So I could do like something really holistic, like health, fitness, and spirituality. Um, but then I just realized I like the Reiki sessions way more than I enjoy the health coaching and fitness coaching. And I genuinely believe like if we take care of our energetic body, and I learned that from my own journey, then like everything else becomes easier. So also to answer your question, I discovered Reiki during my Saturn return in 2019. So if that gives you any idea, I was 29 in 2019. And yeah, when you first become initiated into Reiki, anything that needs to be healed definitely comes up. So it was like a double whammy of like Saturn return and like Reiki initiation. It was a year, but it was very needed and very healing, and the growth was good. And so to answer your question, my birthday is January 4th, and I just turned 34. Even though you said this Reiki would be so strong, we'll never have to come back. We'll always be back, Kay. You're a natural born healer. Yes, please keep coming back. Um, but my intention with any session that I have, whether it be one-on-one or not, like I want you to receive the ultimate healing. You know, I had doctors that would keep me as a paycheck. And it's like, I never ever want to be that for somebody. Like, I want you to heal genuinely. Like, I want you to get what you need in this one session. Yeah, Capricorn in the house, Sagittarius here. Awesome, awesome. In my world, Reiki is healing. Also, you spreading love and light. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want to be the light. My name is like, I don't know if you guys know this. My legal name is Crystal Ray. Like that's what I was born as. I know it's spelled really wonky and funky, which I genuinely love, but like my name is Crystal Ray. So I just feel like I'm here to be that ray of light in the world and help uplift others, especially when we're struggling to rise up. Um, I've had a lot of dark moments in my own life and a lot of struggles and a lot of like healing with stomach issues. Right now I have a tonsil stone. So I'm kind of yeah. So it's just living, just here. We're just here doing it. But that could be a name for a crystal. Yeah. Any other questions that you guys may have? Anything else? Also, I say this all the time. And Tom, you definitely suggested it. By the way, Tom, I wanted to explain this to you. So I did make a longer manifestation video. I know it's 14 minutes. I did it this week. I was working on making you like an hour-long one. But as I was editing it, it was like I was trying to like repeat certain aspects of it, and I didn't like it. I like didn't like how it was coming out. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel good. So when I have the time to like sit down and literally record for an hour straight, I do want to try making you like an hour-long video, something like that. But I wanted to give you more insight as to like, yes, I need you like a longer manifestation one, but I'm not done. I have the idea of doing something longer, but I don't want to make it where it's like I only record 30 minutes and then just repeat that full recording of the 30 minutes. Like it has to just feel right. And it just didn't. So TBD, it's on the way. I'm sorry. Um, but yes, I appreciate your suggestions and I will experiment. Like, you said like 3 hours, an hour, like I will play around. I am curious to see what resonates with a lot of people. And like also just to offer something else, if somebody wants something longer, like I will have that on the channel. So TBD. And then also I say that because I want to say the best way to be at scale is to living it. Yes, yes. If anybody has topics for videos, anything that you're looking for, anything that you want, please let me know. I will remake topics that I've already previously made. So just leave me a comment, shoot me an email, info@crystalray.com. If you don't want to like put it in a comment, yeah, just let me know. Like I'm here to make stuff that you guys want that resonates with you, that's going to help you. And so I have a bunch, like a legit. Yeah, if you want to share them with me, like I'm down to create stuff for you. I do my best to come up with topics that I do think that people would want, or like what's going on energetically in the world and what may resonate now with you. But like if there's something that you really want that somebody isn't making, like I'm here. I'm here to make it for you. So just share with me and let me know. Um, anything else? Any other questions? hopefully that answered your question, Tyler, before. It was quite a long rant, but I hope it was okay. I'll give it a minute. I know there's like a lag time. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you being here and for all the love and all the comments and all the kindness. You are awesome. Everybody's so awesome. I love YouTube because of you guys, I genuinely love it. It's the nicest platform I've ever been on. The nicest people. I think that's it. So happy new moon. Keep thinking about your intentions. Think about them before you go to sleep. Think about them first thing in the morning when you wake up. Know that it is possible. Know that everything you desire, you are worthy of, and you can have it. Like, the world is legit incredible, and miraculous things happen all the time. Like, believe in the beauty, see the beauty, believe in your ability, believe in your love. And yeah, I'm just happy, excited for you guys to use this energy. And I'm here to be your cheerleader. So if there's anything that you manifested that you wanted to let me know about and share with me, I'm here to support you and celebrate you too. And yeah, I love y'all. Thank you for being here. It's 3:28 in the morning. Oh my gosh. Yes, please go to bed. Happy new moon. See y'all next on the next one. Night.